This is the story of OCIMA, the Overseas and Continental Independent Mercy Association. It's the story of how one person can make a difference in the lives of thousands. Based in Michigan, OCIMA does outreach work in Ecuador and Guatemala, establishing co-ops, helping build and maintain clinics, orphanages, and schools, as well as packaging meals for the hungry and malnourished. Children are at the forefront of its mission. OCIMA believes that if a child is educated, he or she can educate others in their community, empowering them to be self-reliant, enabling them to improve the quality of their lives. It all started with a Benedictine priest from Detroit, Father Nicholas Hugo Amico. In 1972, Father Nick began helping people in Ecuador establish co-ops and schools. He eventually expanded the effort to Guatemala. Finally, in 1978, the work was too much for one man, and Father Nick founded OCIMA. Father Nick passed away in 2009, but his mission lives on through OCIMA and the dedication of its members. To this day, OCIMA remains a totally volunteer organization. 99% or more of its funds go toward the support of its programs.
Mi casa es la que está allá a la altar de la de adobe, es la de lámina.
We have poverty in the United States, but I've never seen anything like what I see in Guatemala.
OCIMA's primary focus has become the critical need in Guatemala.
And they try real hard down there, but the climate and the crops the last few years, they've failed, and the hurricanes that have gone through there and everything. So it's really a dire need.
Most indigenous children in rural areas are severely underweight, leading to stunted growth, diminished mental capacity, and susceptibility to disease.
Your brain can't even function without food, so we started with a food program, and we saw a secondary benefit was to get people here involved and really feel a connection to our, I would say, brothers and sisters in Guatemala.
In 2004, OCIMA began working with the youth group at the St. Irenaeus Church in Rochester Hills, Michigan, packaging nutritional meals to aid the malnourished and starving in Guatemala.
The cost per meal is 28 cents per meal. It costs about $1.62, I believe, to do a bag. And one bag will feed 6 adults and 12 kids.
The goal at these events is to pack 500 boxes of food, providing up to 216,000 nutritious meals. They're shipped to Guatemala, then distributed through the Nutritional Center in Morales and the clinic in Santa Elena. Through 2010, the group had packaged about 2 million meals. Here in Morales, the food packages from OCIMA join donations from other sources. The nuns running the center manage distribution and also do what they can to arrange health care and monitor the children's progress by tracking their weight and height.
25.
Muy bien. Lady Ramos Nufio. Venga, doña.
The results aren't always plain to see, but there is progress.
No tenía pelo, ni la vi por la desnutrición, no tenía dientes, y poco movía el brazo, no lo podía mover. Ahora ya lo... Saluda, Cristian.
Estamos viendo un poco ya la diferencia porque muchos de estos niños ya se les ve mejor, más sanos, más despiertos, están naciendo mejor.
Mayan girls in Guatemala face many obstacles in life. That's why OCIMA's founder, Father Nick, took a special interest in supporting the all-girl orphanage at Santa Elena. The girls can enter as young as 1 and stay until they're old enough to live on their own and are able to find a good job. The Dominican sisters who run the orphanage run a tight ship, allocating chores and encouraging excellence in the city's school, as well as their own kindergarten through 2nd grade school.
Se llama Agustina. Ella, cuando nació, se murió la mamá. Cuando vino aquí tenía 18 meses. Yo me recuerdo que no se podía ni levantar, ¿verdad? Ahorita tiene 3 años. y está bien y está contenta.
Just around the corner from the orphanage, another of OCIMA's projects has been growing steadily. This health clinic is also run by the Dominican Sisters. It's one of the few medical facilities in this remote region, hours from the capital city. General practitioners are here every day, and specialists come once a month to provide care at big savings to patients who could never otherwise afford it.
Se complica eso generalmente si no lleva tratamiento, se infecta. O sea, sin ayuda de las monjas ni lo que ayuda el padre, tuviéramos mucho problema aquí.
OCIMA has been the primary benefactor since 2004, when the facility expanded to 3 times its previous size. OCIMA also helps fund a daycare center in Santa Elena, which gives parents the chance to earn a living. There's a sewing class here as well. This is another effort to promote women in the community. An hour and a half southeast of Guatemala City, the school at Santa Rosa enrolls about 250 students. Working with this school was OCIMA's first project in Guatemala. The school is privately run by a group of Dominican sisters and is one of the better schools in the area. Students range in age from 12 to 20 and now graduate with certificates in teaching, tourism, and computer science. OCIMA supports more than 40 students, including some boys with either a full or partial scholarship. The organization also provides dormitory living for more than 30 girls and continues to maintain the buildings and the programs in the school.
El programa de becas me está ayudando a mí con una cantidad de 200 quetzales.
Ajá, yo pues para mí cuando me dijeron que podía seguir estudiando, para mí fue de alegría, para mi mamá también, para mis hermanos también, porque yo les dije, cuando yo termine de estudiar, yo les voy a ayudar a ustedes. Rápido voy a ver dónde consigo trabajo y les voy a seguir ayudando a ustedes. Yo pienso que con esta profesión que voy a sacar ahora, yo sé que me abre puertas para el futuro.
Students come from miles away and go home to environments far different than the school.
Hola mamá, y ya vine.
They're motivated to change their situation, to help their families and contribute positively to their country.
Y para ir a estudiar tengo que caminar 1 hora de ida y 1 hora de vuelta. Pero no es fácil, pero así es la vida. En la vida, si uno quiere salir adelante, se requieren sacrificios.
In Guatemala and Ecuador, the work started by Father Nick, that one priest from Detroit, has made a positive difference in thousands of lives, but the need is still great.
When you look in the eyes of some of those children, they do look kind of blank. You don't want anybody to have that, you know, there has to be some hope.
There are needy kids down there. It is such a very, very poor country. It is so close to the United States.
Incredible poverty, nothing that I have ever seen before.
We have so much, they have so little. If you have the opportunity to be able to do something, then you know you should. You know you have to give back.
You know, I'm not looking to solve all the problems of the world, but just those people that I've met down there to do what we can.
I guess I just think of it as we're just doing what we can do, and whatever we can do is better than what they have now.